I don't, but still, that's where I was. So once I finally just took the steps, and I think I was daring it not to work because I had been resisting changing my eating habits. Because like I said, you can know what you need to do, but not be able to do it. So I had to take some time to figure out what was my problem. So yes, I got started, but then, okay, you're not supposed to be eating certain things. Why am I standing at the cabinet wanting that thing I know I shouldn't have? And I discovered that there's lots of emotional eating that I participated in. Part of my thing was that I would eat when I was bored. I would eat when I was disappointed. I would eat when I felt like I needed a reward. A lot of us have different reasons for why we eat stuff we know we're not supposed to be eating. So I work with people to help them figure that out and to figure out why you can't just keep living your life like that. First of all, it's basically an addiction. You are literally you're handling your emotions with a substance. And if someone was doing it with alcohol, we would call them, we would say they're suffering from alcoholism. They were doing it with drugs, we say they have a drug addiction. I had a food addiction, and that's hard to admit to yourself, but it's so true. Like especially sugar. And I had to just recognize that okay, I'm addicted to sugar. I'm going to have to make sure I'm not eating any sugar at all, because you wouldn't tell someone on that's trying to recover from a drug addiction. You would say, well, just take a little bit of drugs and just, you'll be okay. Only eat one cookie and you'll be okay. I can't eat one cookie and be okay. So I had to learn how to recognize my triggers. Okay, so what did I do? Like, because I'm sure everybody wants to know that part. Like, what did I do to finally get over that hump where I'm dealing with this emotional eating? I'm dealing with a food addiction. What did I do? And okay, so I told you I had the information. Yes, you have to learn. The first step is learning. You're here. You're watching this webinar. You're doing this. This is a main step. You do have to learn what it is you need to do. That's the first step. But then the next step is, okay, what's keeping me from doing what I'm supposed to be doing? What's keeping me from eating what I'm supposed to be doing? And why is it important that I take this seriously and go ahead and accept the fact that I need to stop resisting these changes? Because your mindset can be an obstacle that keeps you from resisting the changes. I felt like I couldn't live without nutty bars and cookies and ice cream, especially going on a vacation where our whole focus would be, what restaurant are we going to? What are we eating? We're going to get the big pizza. We're going to get this. We're going to get that. And the whole day would be surrounded, like I realize now, we're just thinking about food. We're not even really enjoying ourselves otherwise. So I had to try to figure out what was my obstacle. And part of my obstacle was also spiritual. A lot of times you think you are craving a food, and it is really your spirit craving something. It is you craving, like, I'm not living out my full purpose. That's why I'm bored. I don't have enough meaningful activities in my life. I'm just going through the motions, figuring it out. And so I'm in church one day, and my pastor reads the scripture. I had never seen it in this edition before. He read it from the Amplified version. I'm going to pull it up because this totally convicted me. And from this point forward, it was like, okay, I'm going to do what I can do. Okay. So this scripture from Proverbs is 18:9. It's the Amplified Classic Edition. And it says, he who is loose and slack in his work is brother to him who is a destroyer. And he who does not use his endeavors to heal himself is brother to him who commits suicide. What that scripture did for me was, first of all, it said, I have to use my knowledge. All this knowledge I've been gaining and resisting, I got to use that. And all my other resources, my finances, my time, my hands, I got to use that to heal myself, or else I'm just like somebody who is committing suicide. And the reason why that made so much sense to me was because I was like, I want to live a long life. And it's funny y'all played that video right before I'm talking, because really, I want to live a long, I want to be in my hundreds. I want that scripture that says something about living to 120. I want that. I want to be in my hundreds. I don't want to just be 99. I want to be up there. I don't want to be in a wheelchair. I don't want to be in a bed.